Welcome to Finance Plus Investments, your go-to channel for all things personal finance. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's absolutely crucial for financial security: building a solid emergency fund. Listen, I've been in the real estate game for a long time, and let me tell you, unexpected expenses pop up more often than you'd think. Whether it's a sudden medical bill, car repairs, or your dog needing an emergency trip to the vet, having that financial cushion can be a lifesaver. We're going to break down exactly how to build that emergency fund step by step so you can navigate those unexpected financial hurdles with confidence. The information I'm sharing is based on years of experience and research, so make sure to take notes and really think about how you can apply these strategies to your own life. Let's get started. First things first, we need to figure out how much you actually need to save. This is the foundation of your financial safety net. This is going to vary from person to person depending on your lifestyle, expenses, and dependents. Everyone's situation is unique, and so will be their emergency fund requirements. A good rule of thumb is to have 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses saved up. This might seem daunting, but it's a crucial step towards financial security. Now, I know that might sound like a lot, especially when you're first starting out. It can feel overwhelming, but remember, every little bit counts. But trust me, it's better to aim high and have that peace of mind. Knowing you have a cushion can relieve a lot of stress. Start by calculating your essential monthly expenses, things like rent or mortgage payments, utilities, groceries, and transportation. These are the non-negotiables. Once you have that number, multiply it by the number of months you want to cover. This will give you a clear target to aim for. That's your emergency fund goal. It's a tangible number you can work towards. Don't get overwhelmed by the total amount. It might seem huge, but breaking it down makes it manageable. Remember, we're playing the long game here. Building an emergency fund is a marathon, not a sprint. The key is to break down that big goal into smaller, more manageable chunks. This makes the process less intimidating. Instead of focusing on saving, let's say $10,000 all at once, think about saving $200 or $300 per month. Small steps lead to big achievements. It might not seem like much at first, but those small, consistent contributions will add up over time. Consistency is key, and that, my friends, is the magic of compound interest. Your money grows faster than you might expect. The sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow. Time is your ally in building a robust emergency fund. So take some time to really assess your financial situation, set a realistic savings goal, and let's move on to the next step. Your future self will thank you. One of the biggest misconceptions about saving is that you need to have a ton of money to get started. Many people feel overwhelmed by the idea of saving large amounts and end up not saving at all. That couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, the key to successful saving lies in the small, consistent efforts you make over time. The truth is, building an emergency fund is less about how much you save at once and more about consistency. It's about making saving a regular part of your routine. Think of it like building muscle at the gym. Just as you wouldn't expect to gain muscle overnight, you shouldn't expect to build a substantial savings account instantly. You don't just walk in and deadlift 500 pounds on your first day. It takes time, effort, and patience. You start small, gradually increase the weight, and stay consistent with your workouts. The same principle applies to saving money. Saving is the exact same way. Small, regular contributions can add up significantly over time. Even if you can only spare $20 or $50 per week, that's still a step in the right direction. Every little bit helps and contributes to your overall financial health. The important thing is to make saving a habit. By incorporating it into your routine, it becomes second nature. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to automate your savings. Automation takes the effort out of the process and ensures consistency. Set up a recurring transfer from your checking account to your savings account every time you get paid. This way you don't have to remember to do it manually. You can even set it up to transfer the money on the same day your paycheck hits your account. This ensures that the money is saved before you have a chance to spend it. That way, you're less likely to spend the money because you never even see it. It's a simple yet effective strategy. It's like paying yourself first. Prioritizing your savings can lead to financial security and peace of mind, and as you start to see your savings grow, you'll be motivated to keep going. The progress you make will encourage you to save even more. Remember, building an emergency fund is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires endurance and a long-term perspective. So, start small, be consistent, and let the power of compound interest work its magic. Over time, you'll be amazed at how much you can save. Now let's talk about ways to free up some extra cash flow in your budget, so you can supercharge your savings. I know, nobody likes cutting back on expenses. It can feel like a daunting task. But trust me, it doesn't have to be painful. Start by taking a close look at your spending habits. This is the first step towards financial freedom. Where is your money actually going each month? Track your expenses for a few months, jot down every little purchase, or use a budgeting app to get a clear picture. You might be surprised by how much you're spending on things you don't even really need or use. Those small, seemingly insignificant purchases can add up quickly. Once you have a good understanding of your spending patterns, identify areas where you can cut back without drastically changing your lifestyle. It's all about making smarter choices. Maybe it's eating out a little less, cooking more meals at home, canceling that subscription you never use, or even downgrading to a cheaper plan, or finding a more affordable phone plan. There are often better deals out there if you take the time to look. Even small changes can make a big difference over time. Remember, the goal here isn't to deprive yourself of the things you love. It's about being more mindful of your spending and making conscious choices about where your money goes. Every dollar saved is a step closer to your financial goals. And who knows, you might even discover some hidden savings opportunities along the way. Little adjustments can lead to big savings. Like, did you know you can often negotiate lower rates on your car insurance or internet bill just by asking? It's true, a simple phone call can sometimes save you a significant amount of money. Let's be real. Sometimes unexpected money comes our way. It could be a work bonus, a tax refund, a birthday gift from grandma, or even finding a $20 bill on the ground. Whatever it is, don't let that money slip through your fingers. Instead of blowing it on something you don't need, put it straight into your emergency fund. Think of it this way. That unexpected windfall is like getting a bonus level in a video game. It's an opportunity to level up your savings and get ahead in the game of personal finance. The same goes for any extra income you might earn. Whether it's from a side hustle, selling stuff you don't need anymore, or picking up a few extra shifts at work, channel that money directly into your emergency fund. It's like giving your savings account a turbo boost. Remember, the faster you build your emergency fund, the sooner you'll have that financial peace of mind. So be strategic about how you use any extra money that comes your way. Now, let's talk about where you should actually keep your emergency fund. I cannot stress this enough. Do not keep your emergency fund in your checking account. It's way too easy to spend money that's readily available. Plus, you want your emergency fund to be easily accessible in case of, well, an emergency. That's why it's crucial to have a separate savings account specifically for your emergency fund. This will help you avoid accidentally spending the money and keep your savings organized. Look for a high-yield savings account that offers a competitive interest rate. I know it might not seem like a big deal, but even a small difference in interest rates can add up over time. Shop around and compare different banks and credit unions to find the best rates and terms. And don't be afraid to negotiate. Remember, you're the customer, and you have leverage. Having a dedicated savings account for your emergency fund will not only help you grow your savings faster, but also provide a sense of security and control over your finances. There you have it, guys. Building an emergency fund doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. It's all about taking small, consistent steps and making smart financial decisions. Remember, the goal is to create a safety net for yourself so you can navigate life's unexpected curveballs with confidence. Just like investing in real estate, building an emergency fund is an investment in your future. It's about having the financial freedom to pursue your goals and live life on your own terms. So, start small, be consistent, and watch your savings grow. You got this.